American people are in for a hard time. I mean, much, you know, because the way everything's being globalized, the way everything's being globalized now, you know, what the American, I'm going to say this about the whites. See, what the white people of America don't understand is that, see, they were given certain privileges for a couple, 200 or 300 years because their owners, right, their elite needed them. They needed them to number one, conquer the land, conquer the people, conquer the land, and then attack the land, attack the resources of the land, turn it into material, and have a certain productivity. So they needed the white people to do this. So they had to give them certain privileges. But now it's all gone global. They don't need the white people to do this anymore. They don't need them the same way they needed them before. So they're going to take the privileges away now. I mean, it's happening. It's happening all over the place. The job, you know, I mean, this is connected to the World Trade Organization. This is connected to the GATT. All the companies that are moving out of the U.S. and they're going over where they can hire people to work for $6 a day instead of paying somebody $15 an hour here and give them health insurance. You know, the way this is all unfolding. So the white people in America are in for a big surprise. See, the majority of the blacks never got out of poverty, you know. The majority of the blacks never made it out. Majority of the Indians never made it out. Majority of the Hispanics never made it out. They just allow enough of a percentage of us to make the so-called middle class thing, you know, so you have a little makeup on. But the whites were allowed to make it out. Now they're going to get put back in. And when it happens to them, they're going to have a very violent, insane reaction to this. So all in prisons they're building, and all these Super Patriot Act laws that they're passing now, the Sunset Law, all the stuff that they're passing now about the right to spy, the right to pick you up, to call you a terrorist. They don't even need to have, all they got to do is call you a terrorist. They don't have to show any proof. They just got to say it. Well, go read what the Inquisitions were. Do a study of what the Inquisitions were. It's the same thing. It's the very same thing. It just got a different shape. It's just dressed differently now. And the Inquisitions was about white people. I mean, we got our form of it later after the white people got here, but the Inquisitions really was about altering the perception reality of the white people way back when all that stuff went on. If you want to know where you're headed as a society, understand the Middle Ages and the Dark Ages of Europe. And then just make this middle transference about, well, add neon to it. Right? Add neon to it, right? Add neon and rubber wheels and air conditioning to it, right? They're going back to that system. That's where it's headed, in a major way. And the people of America, they just follow whatever promise they want to hear. They just follow whatever promise they want to hear. You know, and so they've got something coming that's they're not ready for. They're not psychologically ready for it. They're not mentally ready for it. But those who would oppress us, they never stop. They're relentless. They're building the prisons now to get ready for what we're not ready for. But you know, 30 million people by the year 2100, that'll probably be about 10% of the population. You know? And I heard this on the History Channel. So this isn't something I read in some extremist accusation thing. This is, you know, pumped right out there to America.